Hey, this is Sam, and tonight I'm going to talk about internet gun sales, truth, lies, and fiction. Okay, and you're hearing a lot of fiction out there right now. So let's talk about some facts. Okay, so let's say that you are in the state of Alabama and you want to buy from an internet business that is based in, let's say, the state of Missouri. I'm from Missouri, so we'll talk about Missouri. Okay. And so this person in Alabama decides, yeah, they're going to go online and they're going to buy that gun. Okay? They go in and they purchase it, they pay for it. That gun does not go to him. It does not ship to his front door. This is what happens. He has got to be in contact with a gun dealer in his state, usually in their own backyard, either a gun store or a licensed dealer. And they have to contact them and tell them that, hey, you know what, I bought this and it's going to be shipped to your store. So that FFL dealer in Alabama provides his FFL information, his business license, and his dealer number to the seller in Missouri. Okay? That has to happen first. And then that seller in Missouri will now ship that firearm to that dealer in the state of Alabama. Okay? Or pick any state in the union, but this is the way it works. Okay? That dealer in Alabama receives this firearm in the mail. Or not in the mail, but they receive it by whatever courier service they use. Okay? It shows up. That firearm has a serial number. And until that FFL dealer transfers that number into his book of business, it belongs to the internet business or the manufacturer. So that dealer has to take that serial number and enter it into his book of business. They have forms. Okay? So now, legally and technically, that gun belongs to that dealer in that state in Alabama. Okay? It's on his book of business. Before he can let that go out of his hands, the buyer who bought that gun online has got to go to the FFL holder in his state and pass a background check, like they would do if it was they were buying out of their inventory. Because actually, it is in their inventory now. It now belongs to the dealer it was shipped to. Okay, and so this buyer fills his form out, he gets his next background check, and a couple things can happen. Actually, three things can happen. You're either going to get a proceed, you're going to get a delay, or you're going to get a denial. If the FFL dealer in that state gets a proceed, then the buyer can get his gun. He pays that dealer a transfer fee, and it can range anywhere from $15 to $50, whatever it may be, and he gets his gun. Okay, it would be the same as if he walked in and bought something out of that guy's inventory. If the dealer gets a delay on the sale, then he cannot give that gun to the buyer until a period of 3 days have passed. And at that point in time, if ATF doesn't come back and deny the purchase, then they can get their firearm. If they get a denial, and this is where it gets interesting, if that person gets a denial, they can't get the gun. They cannot get the gun. That dealer is not going to turn that gun over to this buyer for a couple different reasons. One, that serial number is now logged into that dealer's book of business. Okay? He has to be responsible for that firearm. The ATF is going to hold him responsible for it. Okay? And the ATF does regular checks on gun dealers' businesses to find out about these things. This happens all the time. If that guy turns around and gives that gun to a guy after being denied, he's going to lose his business. He's going to lose his FFL. He's going to lose everything. Over a couple dollars he made? over a $15 transfer fee, it's not going to happen. Okay, well, what will happen is the person who is, let's say they get denied, they've got to pay the transfer fee and probably a restocking fee for that gun. Okay, they walk away with nothing. This happens all the time. Again, this is not new. This is the protocol for how this works. That buyer is not going to get a gun shipped to his front door by the manufacturer or by the online dealer. It's not going to happen. That's a lie. It's bullshit. And if you hear anybody saying that's the truth, it's a lie. And I want you to fact check what I'm saying. Call your local ATF office, call an agent, whoever you want to call, and verify what I'm saying. And you're going to find out what I'm saying is the truth. Okay? I'm not going to lie to you. This is the way it works. Okay? So, let's say that you have a state-to-state purchase. Every state is different. I'm going to talk about Missouri because I live here and I have some knowledge. Okay? Let's say that there is a guy down the street who has a firearm that he owns. Okay? And he wants to sell it to somebody in the state of Missouri. And let's say he puts it up online and says, I got this gun for sale. And yada, yada, yada. And another guy from the state of Missouri says, hey, I'd like to buy that gun. Okay? So they meet. This is the way it works. Okay? It's not against the law. But you both have to be from the state of Missouri. Okay? You can't be... I can't sell it to somebody in Kansas. If I have a gun that I want to sell then to somebody in Kansas, I've got to go through an FFL dealer in the state of Kansas to make it happen. Now, in the state of Missouri, it's not that way. Person-to-person sales can happen, but you have to have, information from the person you're selling it to. You want to get their information, and you're going to ask them, are you a felon? Can you have this? And, I'm not going to sell to somebody that I think can't have it. I'm not going to put myself at risk if that thing winds up in a crime scene or something like that. I mean, this is so crazy and far fetched. It's just out there. So anyway, that's the nuts and bolts of it. This rhetoric you're hearing online from President Obama, that anybody and everybody can go online, buy a gun, have it shipped to your front door with no background check, is pure bullshit. And it's the same way with the gun show loophole. It's bullshit. All state and federal laws apply at gun shows or online. Okay? And please, check out what I'm telling you. This is Sam. I'll talk to you later.